All right, is this thing on? Is it working? Hello? All right, we're good to go. Oh, golly! Oh, it's a good thing I know you guys are. These guns are dangerous, I'm telling you. Hey, I'm glad you're here. We got a couple things to go over. There's a few things I want to talk about. I want to show you how I make YouTube videos with some simple tools, and I'm going to show you how to do it even simpler than that. But that's going to lead into a bigger conversation that's really important to me, and that is why I make YouTube videos. That's a way bigger reason. So, welcome back, Junks Automotive. Let's come on over here. Let me show you this. You can't see it from come on. Oh, fine. Well, first of all, I guess I should show you the camera that I use, but you're on it. So I'll put a picture in right here so you just see. It's nothing special. It's what is it? It's a Canon X something. It's like 8 years old. The wife bought it for me before we were married, right for Christmas, I think, because she knew I liked making YouTube videos, and I used a little camera like this, and it took AA batteries, and it worked, but this was like big technology for me. Well, now it's good. It's about to get retired. It's 8 years, and it was like $149 at the big box store place, right? But I'm gonna show you a picture of it right here. This is the official Junks Automotive laptop. I'm just kidding. It's patches that some of you guys have, but it's an HP, right? I bought this to upgrade to have a bigger screen because, you know, I'm going blind. But more room, it actually holds a charge, and I had another computer that when I first started doing YouTube videos, man, that thing, we'll just not even talk about that. But let me zoom you in here. But microphones, Comica. And you know who uses these? Bad Chad and Jolene. I asked and they said, yeah, here's what we use. I'm like, I'm trying that. They're just little lapel mics, and they're Wi-Fi to the little thing you plug into the microphone input. Looks like this, and the charge that lasts like 8 hours. This is also a charging bank. So if you're out and about and you wore one down, or the little thing that connects to you just plug them in there and they charge up. Now, it's about $250. But well money spent for what I do, right? Now, you don't have to do this because even that old camera has great microphone. If you're standing right here, it works awesome. But if I'm walking around the shop, I don't have to holler and yell and all that stuff. The program I use, it's a Microsoft sells it, put it that way. And you can use a free version. It's called VideoPad. So all I do is click new project. Now after the camera that you're on, I make all my videos and stop and start and all that. I just plug it into the USB port. It pops up that I have an external memory device. Then I just drag it, the files that I want, to wherever I want, and I know where to find them. So just for an example, we're going to add files. Let me see, we'll go to desktop, and we'll go to MGA Redo Part 1. We're just going to pick some files, right? And I'm going to click them and click open. It's going to stick it up here on the top. Now, in this case, I can click play, right? And I can see what I recorded. Now, sometimes I get a little long-winded, and I can just stop it there and click the start point. It says set start, and I might have walked away from the camera and forgot and left it all recording, so I'll click it here or wherever I decide to want to stop it and click stop point. It's that easy. Then I go down here, the little button right there says add, and I hope you guys see this. If you can, it's not important because you're going to use whatever you got, right? That's what we're all about. Click add onto sequence, and there it is. Well, then I put my cursor all the way to the end of that, and I go find the next file that I want to put in there. It's that simple. It's not that big deal. I can add transitions. That's transitions between the scenes. And you guys watch me long enough to know that I click on all and go random, right? It makes it interesting, works good. I just make it random. I don't have time to sit there and figure out which transition I like for each one, but you can. So after you get it all put together, got the things in there that you want, the little building blocks to make your storyline, and you like it where you want, you go up here and click export file, and I click video file. Then I can put the name, which is important. You want the file name to be basically the name of your video, because the file's loaded into YouTube, and that's part of the search engine stuff, okay? And then you click create. It saves it to your video files, and when you go to upload on YouTube, you can find it there. Okay. So this program, it does have a free version. I like all the extras that this does, and I pay, I think it's $42 a year for this program, but you don't have to. You can use a free one. You can find free ones. And another program I use, discard, okay. Another program I use is a program called Canva. Now Canva, I use it to make pictures and do all that stuff, and I can make a whole video on this, which I won't because I'm not a picture expert. But Canva is what I use to make my thumbnails. Well, and I don't have, it's all web-based, so I don't have internet access out here, which is another problem. But it's all web-based, so when I do something on here, I can pick up my cell phone, go to Canva, and there it is. What I was working on is still there, right? And then I just save it to my phone or save it to the computer to use it. The thumbnails. The thumbnails, the first thing you guys see as you're scrolling and go, oh, that's Junks Automotive. I don't want to watch that. Click, 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 click. And that's basically all it is. I also pay for this. It's about $50 a year. So there's some cost that I incur that you don't have to. You can use something free. You can use Windows Paint. It comes on any regular. I think MacBook has its own kind of thing to where you can do stuff, but this does a lot of cool stuff. You're making videos, think about using Canva, and they have a free version you can use as well. All that being said, I'm gonna tell you the easiest thing you can use, right there. Pocket computer punching box. That's what Ralph calls it. It's a punching box, because he didn't have a cell phone for a long time, and I think he didn't understand people had these things and they're standing around, instead of talking to each other, they're texting each other. And I finally taught him how to do the left swipe to delete stuff. Oh boy. Phone stuff, right? Other programs that I use. Right there. Video Maker. We can click on that. There you go. There you go. I can make videos with this. I can do all kinds of things. I can split stuff and cut it down and do all that. I've done a lot of that. I usually use it for shorts or maybe TikToks and all that stuff, right? I just use my phone. It's very simple. So if anybody has a phone that's, within a couple years old, get you a Video Maker. It's a free app and you just use it. Another app I use is vidIQ. Yes, I use vidIQ, and there's a lot of controversy over all that. But I'm gonna tell you, sign on if you want to do videos and you got one of these, sign on to vidIQ. It's free. I have the paid subscription, which is $50 a month. Well worth the money, and here's why. I can do a lot of studying. It can give me ideas. It can do stuff like that, right? But if you just start out the free thing, the best thing they have, like a class schedule. You can take these classes every day, and they're like 2 to 4 or 5 minutes long, and it just explains stuff, and it kind of asks you questions to, what kind of videos you like, kind of this and that, and who's your audience? Who do you think would want to watch that? I'm still wondering, but there you are. So, vidIQ, it's a good thing. Get the free thing. It doesn't cost you nothing. It's not going to hurt. So all that being said, there's a lot of different ways to make videos. make them with what you got, what you want to do. You don't have to spend any money. I like to spend a little bit here and there because I want my videos to be better. I'm just that kind of person. You've seen me working on cars and stuff, and I can kind of slam stuff together, then I end up going back and fixing it because I just can't stand it, right? I want to improve. I'm just that kind of person. If I do something, it's 180 miles an hour to the finish line, right? I do the best I can and get there as fast as I can because that's just who I am. Now, the biggest reason that I make videos, well, there's several, okay? And these are in no particular order, but the first thing off the top of my head is that I'm a creative person. A lot of years ago, I didn't know I was creative at all until I was in a point in my life where life was pretty rough. I enjoyed singing a little bit, and a few people thought I sang okay. That's the jury's still out on that. Anyhow, I started learning how to play guitar, and I thought, man, I'm gonna start writing my own songs. You know, I wanna write songs, and that's when I realized how much I enjoyed being creative. So in this realm, I can be creative. I can come up with silly stuff. You guys have seen it. You have seen the silliness that I do, and sometimes it hits the mark and goes crazy, and sometimes people are just like, what was that? You know, that's okay. It's me being creative. It's an outlet for my creativity. The job, working on cars, you can be creative. You can find different ways of getting stuff done. That's great. But I spend 8-9 hours a day being at work, and I've run out of creativity. It's another whole video. But on top of that, I am a be in front of people kind of person. When I got to playing music on stage with other people and by myself, man, it's not, there's really no nervousness about it. I'm a quiet, shy person, but when I get in front of people, I kind of come alive. I'm this social butterfly, and I'm the inner person that I always wanted to be. There. Bam. I love that stuff, man. Playing music and people all into it. I just can't get enough of it. And it's a very, very similar thing, the YouTube deal. It's very similar to me, especially when I put something together and it pops off and you guys comment and dig into it and, you know, asking questions, send me emails, and it's the same kind of feeling. I love it. I absolutely love doing it. That's I guess the biggest reason, you know, for the YouTube stuff. And on top of it, it's documentation. That's kind of how I started, like a lot of video creators, if that's what you call Junks Automotive, is to document what they've done to cars, or how they did this or how they did that. And Ralph would know if someday somebody has this car after Ralph and I are both out of this world, they can look and see exactly everything that was done. Any kind of hackery that was done, they're going to find it because I put it on video, right? And the other side of it is, I'm 53 years old. I got a 7-year-old daughter. I have 2 older sons, an older daughter that I gave up for adoption. And nobody lives forever. Somebody would want one of those grandkids that I may never see. When they get older and they get on their pocket computer or their brain computer or whatever is popular, then they can go and see old Grandpa Junk work on cars, be creative, do silly things, have really cool things to say. And when it comes to all that, I found that through this whole thing, it's done me a world of good, but it's done a few of you some really good too. And that's what keeps me going. I know that it's not millions of you. It may not even be 100 of you. But there's a few of you that look forward to seeing whatever I'm up to every week. And the times that the videoing part's been tough, getting the car done, tough. The wife makes it tough because she doesn't understand. She doesn't, you know, she's on a different side. And I think about quitting. The one thing that keeps me from quitting is you guys and gals. You keep me accountable. You keep me into it. You keep me viable in this whole automotive sector of videos. We've talked about lots of different, shows and all that stuff. And, it's you guys. It's you guys that have kept me accountable for me to want to put out content on a regular basis. That means, guess what? I got to come out here in the barn. Now, sometimes it's sitting here talking, like now. The other times, it's working on cars. It's getting something done because I want you to see me getting something done, right? I want you to go, man, that was cool, right? That's, again, it means the world to me when you guys tell me, man, I really like your videos. Had a guy tell me on a Facebook post today. He said, you've really helped me. I get discouraged, get down on my project, but watching you has really helped me get through those tough spots, just like I know you do, and that's the beautiful thing about it. Man, we're all doing what we can with what we got, what time we have, what little money we have, and trying to get through stuff like this hobby that we enjoy and love so much. And that's never going to get lost here at Junks Automotive, right? I do want to get more popular, no doubt. I want to make more money at it. I've got a payment coming from YouTube for $182 for last month. And you know what that does? That makes me want to dance. I never thought it'd be $2. The first month was 100, the second month was 120. The month after that it was 145, and now it's 186. Man, I can almost buy my lunch all month long with that, right? It helps the wife understand what I'm doing and she's seeing something for it, And I'm getting paid for being out here in the barn, having a dang good time with you guys. I want it to be more. Heck yeah, I want it to be more. And I definitely, I want to build another shop. This barn is what it is. It's great. But I want to put the camper in here. I want to put my lawnmowers and the daughter's go-kart and keep it all under roof, have a place to store stuff, and then have a shop, right? This might be a 3-car garage that's double deep. I don't know. I'm in the planning stages, the thinking of the planning stages, where we're going to put it and how I want to pay for it and all that. So it's really nice to think that I can do what I'm doing and have such a good time and get a little bit of extra money to help pay for stuff like that, to show that there's value in what I'm doing, right? And it's none of that really matters. It's bigger the community that we have. I'm not going to have a community here by myself. It takes you. You guys have been there. Swear, it doesn't matter. I get 200 views on a video and think, man, what happened to that video? It just didn't really pop off like I thought. It's not your guys' fault. It's not YouTube's fault. It's my fault. It's my fault that I didn't get us together enough, And that's how I always see it. But even if it's 100 of you, and I get 3 comments, that 100 and those 3 comments are the best thing in the world for that video, because they're all meaningful comments, honest questions, or honest criticism. I'm okay with that. When it comes to comments, you all know, you've commented on a video, I'll comment back. I will. You want to see me get 1 million views on a video? What do you think I'm going to be doing all the time? On my cell phone, commenting back, because I believe in that. All the channels I've watched and made comments that it's like I didn't make a comment. Well, that's not cool. If it got that big, I didn't have that much time, I'd have guys in here that are in the videos and you would know them. I'd be like, this video, you're answering all the comments, right? And if you got a question for me, you always got my email. It's always down in the description. I email everybody back. I have the ability to, and I understand if things get too big, and I won't be able to, but I will figure something out. I don't want to ever change that. I think it's important. The channels that I really, really enjoy the most are the ones that are relatable to me. They talk to me. Makes sense to me. I don't want to be the mysterious guy. that only goes so far, right? Be mysterious. No, I don't need to be mysterious. I need to be real, and I need to talk to you, because you guys are the ones watching. You guys that are getting me $182 a month. Who am I going to thank? Not myself. I'm going to thank you. And that's how I'm going to do it, right? We got big things coming. Trust me. Get this little green card done, and that's going to be its whole thing. It's fun. We're going to get it done. But I got to appreciate so much out of you guys. It means so much to me that you watch, that you comment, that you like, right? And I want to build this channel. I want to build it with you. I want you to be a part of it. So when you can, like, if you're not subscribed, and you can do that, it's not the end of the world. Share, tell your kids, your loved ones, check this guy out, That means a lot to me too, because I don't know if you share stuff or not until, say, the end of the month, and I get a report that says how many shares I got. Sometimes I'm like, 100 people shared that video, that one video, 100. Why would they do that? It just tells me I'm doing something good, something other people enjoy. Again, the big ball of wax, that's what this is all about. I have little notes. I don't script nothing, but I do make notes for bullet points because I forget. I just do. I forget and I go, dang it. Should have said that. But anyhow, I guess that's it. You guys are the part of the channel that I can't do without. Right? By the way, if you want to see the difference between a cell phone video and the video you're watching now, I'm going to make an unlisted video that I'm going to make public, and I'll put the link down in the description, and I'll probably put it right here, up here in the corner. And it's North Carolina at an aquarium. The family and I thought, oh man, I'm going to make a little cell phone video, and it's a really cool video if you're into that sort of thing. But quality wise, you can look and see that there's not that much difference. But I'll put that up there so you guys can check it out. And again, man, my theory is I can't do this without you. And the biggest part of this whole video was to make sure you knew how much I appreciated you. There's big stuff coming up. There's stuff in the plans. Keep your eye out. Peace, kids. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming back. Junks Automotive. It's getting chilly in here.